Hello and good afternoon. If you're just tuning in, I was checking out the comment section under my last video, and someone commented about the crystal that cracked in Japan. Japan's healing crystal has cracked. I'm trying to get these comments up right here, you all. Okay, I've got them up. Okay, there's no one on here right now, and that's fine. That's all right. We got one person. Thank you for joining. You can see the screen right here, one person, and we are got it going. Yes, we do, you all. This is great. So let's look at this, you all. If we can I got to make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? I don't know if anybody can hear me. Let me see if I can even hear myself. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. Yeah. Greetings to you all too. So we've got this right here. Japan's, oh, it's killing stone. I thought it said healing stone. I gotta go fix my my Japan's, it's a killing stone. Japan's killing stone crystal has cracked. Let's put this on here. Crystal has cracked. Okay, we got that taken care of. I'm gonna put it back to me. Hello, everyone. Hello there, Starfire, Applebrooks, bang, bang, muck, bang. That's wonderful, y'all. Let's go here. Yeah, this is really interesting. So, I'll show you the comment. Let me show you the comment that was written. As soon as I saw it, I thought, well, I got to do a video. That's what I said. I got to do a video. It was right under here, under Does the Bible Reference the Ancient Sumerians and Anunnaki? So Calvin said, Gina, did you hear about the crystal that just cracked into two pieces over there in Japan? Crazy thing. It is thousands of years old, and their prophecy states that when this happens, evil will be released. Okay, you all had just seen it. So this is noteworthy. This is worth doing a video right then and there. It is. So I guess this is their killing stone right here. We can look at it. Updated March the 9th of 2022. That's yesterday. It's now March the 10th. Japan's killing stone has cracked, sparking widespread fear. A legendary volcanic rock in Japan associated with an ancient evil vixen demon has split in two, while geologists, I'm not going to make sure I got volume going, you all, because this morning I didn't have very much volume going, but I think as I messed with the buttons on here, it has split in two, okay? While geologists assure the occurrence is natural, others are convinced the chaotic fox spirit has been released to cause havoc. According to Japanese social media, an ancient dark force associated with an evil nine-tailed fox, has been released through the splitting of the Seisho Seiki, or killing stone. Legends say the famous killing stone is so powerful that it kills anyone who comes into contact with it. Now, almost 1,000 years, the geological terror has been found split in two. I don't know where this is from. Let me see where this is from. Let me see. No, I don't want to look at that decapitated thing, you all. Looking at the wrong thing. It's a good thing. So let's look at this. So it has been split in two. I can't see where it's at. I guess this is the killing stone right here. Japan's famous killing stone looked like this until it split in two a few days ago. So if it's split in two, was it split right down the middle? That's what I'm wondering. It was home. Oh, this sounds kind of scary. It really does sound kind of scary. It was home to an imprisoned spirit. Japan's famous killing stone is located in Nassau, in the Tochigi Mountains. And let me just say this. I can't pronounce it right, so I'm sorry. Near Tokyo, Japan. Famous for its sulfur hot springs, the Killing Stone has long been a popular tourist destination that attracts thousands of visitors every year. The stone is believed to be holding the spirit of Tamamo no Me, a once beautiful woman who transformed into a legendary nine-tailed fox spirit. Oh, yes, that's right. It's this is great, you all. So this is what it is. Their killing stone it was home to an imprisoned spirit. So they say that there's nothing to worry about. That's what they say. Social media, an ancient dark force was associated with an evil nine-tailed fox. So an ancient dark force associated with this woman who was imprisoned in that stone. And it's a very powerful stone. So let me put this back to me. Let's see if we can. Let me just say this right now. Calvin McKinney, thank you for sharing that comment, because it was nice of you. Thank you. It really was nice of him to share it. So let's see if they got images of ancient Japanese killing stone said to contain evil demon has cracked open. Did you all hear that in the news? Because I didn't. I can't play the music. Japan's killing stone has split into, it says, let me mute the music. It has split in two, freeing an evil demon locked away for nearly 1,000 years, believers say. Legend has it anyone who comes into contact with the volcanic rock will die. Local reports suggest the stone actually started cracking a couple years ago. Likely due to rainwater getting inside and causing the damage. Okay, so that's what we saw. We saw that right there. Let me just put the pause button on there. As if the world, as if the world doesn't have enough problems. People are now worried that an evil demon locked in a rock for almost 1,000 years is on the loose. What is the chances of this happening with all that's going on in the world? How come right now? Okay, how come right now? They're making light of it. Okay, they are. They're making light of this evil demon locked in a rock for almost 1,000 years is on the loose. I don't think this stuff is make-believe one bit. I don't. The so-called killing stone kept the malevolent spirit imprisoned all this time has split in two, sending believers into a panic. Okay, so the demon apparently took the form of a beautiful woman who was in part to kill the emperor, located in the mountains in the northern region. The rock is something of a tourist, but visitors are now fearful. They speculate the evil spirit may have even been resurrected to wreak havoc, you all. They resurrected it. I think they can resurrect things. They can open up portals. Okay, they can call on these spirits. Okay, we've saw ceremonies by CERN doing the thing, evoking their spirits and stuff during these ceremonies, and world leaders in the audience watching these opening ceremonies. Perhaps it's all just for make-believe. Perhaps maybe it's all just for fun, but I don't think so. That's a lot of effort. They invoked an evil spirit, is what it sounds. To resurrect it is what it sounds like. So this is it right there. So let's see if there's anything else on it. It cracks open, igniting ancient superstitions of a malevolent beings, like malevolent aliens. We got malevolent, we got benevolent. Well, here they're talking about malevolent spirits, although we have benevolent spirits. Now they are, let me tell you what they're doing. They are telling you right now that there are malevolent spirits. Malevolent. Okay, they're not denying it anymore. They're not. Okay, the malevolent spirit has been released. So we can see it. Anybody familiar with it? I think it's all the same. During the Shang dynasty. Okay, so she became the queen to the emperor, residing over the Shang dynasty through seduction. She seduced him. Oh my goodness gracious. She led the emperor into misruling his subjects. Now that really could be. Her tricks eventually led to the collapse of the Shang dynasty. She reappeared in Magadha, an ancient kingdom that is today a part of India, when she became the first wife of a prince and tricked him. Oh my gosh, and beheading thousands. You know, these spirits are real, okay? They are real. We know that that is not of God, and that's not love. Beheading humans? No, it's not. That's evil. Eventually, she made her way to Japan, and she served in ancient Kyoto's imperial court, and the emperor eventually fell in love with her. As a result of her influence, the emperor grew sicker and sicker until a mystic identified her and ran her out of Kyoto. When a rumor began circulating of a nine-tailed fox abducting young women and girls in the Nasu district, the imperial court sent an army of 80,000 to Nasu to fight the creature. She was eventually defeated by a samurai by the name of Kazuusa Hirotsun, and her body became a toxic rock that killed any human and animals that got near it. It's kind of like in Sodom and Gomorrah, his wife turns back and she turns into a pillar of salt. Okay, so hundreds of years later, around the 1300, a monk approached the rock after purifying his body and soul in the nearby hot springs and chanted a powerful sutra and divided the rock, weakening its deadly powers. While many stones around Japan have been dubbed this rock, the one in Nasu today was identified as the main one, even becoming registered as a local historical site in 1957 with a nearby shrine dedicated to the nine-tailed fox. The future of a fractured killing stone is now being discussed among the Japanese government officials. This is serious. Though the locals to the area hope the stone will be preserved in some form and remain in Nasu. Wow. The government is now discussing this, okay, because this is serious. It's really serious, you all. What happened there, it's not a joke. It's not. And it's like in the Dark Crystal, how I said this morning in the movie, the crystal cracked is what happened. And then you had those evil Skeksis who went out to kill all the gelflings they could find because they didn't want the prophecy to come true. They didn't, but they missed one. They did. They missed one little gelfling is what they did. So this is very interesting. Well, there is a lot of superstitions, but then I would say that they're spiritual too. I really would. They are spiritual. What? An electron conspiracy in a Japanese lattice pattern. In the past 4 years, scientists have discovered metals in whose crystal structures mimic that of a traditional Japanese woven bamboo pattern. What's that look like? Oh, well, this is in Science Daily. We can't see it. They got some baffling resorts. Let's see if I can find anything else on it. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Let's look at these images. This ain't the Japanese crystal rock. Cracked the killing stone. Okay, let's look at it. No, I don't know how to obviously find it. I don't, so I'm not going to try to find it. Since I can't do it, Japan's killing stone. Let me see. I'm going to try one more time to try to find Japan's killing stone. If it will let me. Probably not. Wonder why. Okay, we got some images right here where it's located. Look at this. There she is, right? Is that her or he? Right there. The killing stone splits in half. Boom. Wait, is this recent? This is recent. So everybody's talking about it. They are talking about it. Wow. So, now to me, this would be noteworthy to have in the mainstream news media. It really would, because of the impact it has on humans, on humanity, superstitious or not, okay? They felt it needed to be told in all the other media, but not on the mainstream media. We're almost done here, you all. I just wanted to look at this. So they were all talking about this. I got to make sure I got that button pushed. I really do. It contained an evil spirit. You think that's it laying in the ground? Well, I don't think they'd let anybody near it. I think they'd be very terrified to even touch it. I do. I think they would not even want to get near it. Look at all of these things on it. Yeah, so this is quite interesting. It is. Okay. I think that's about it. Let's just go back up to there since it's cracked. Now they're saying it split in two on March the 5th. It was found split in half. Okay, now look at Snopes. Let's see what Snopes is trying to say. By the way, you know, I used to believe in Snopes years and years ago, but I found out that Snopes ain't all that. It's not. Okay. It's not all that. But they're saying this is true. So they are giving their stamp of approval, you all. Snopes is giving their stamp of approval on this, that the crystal has cracked. Way to go, Snopes. Yeah, that's interesting. It's split in two. So if you're just tuning in, someone commented on here. Calvin McKinney. Thank you, Calvin, very much, because it's worth telling this. 1,000 years old. Here it is right here. And yeah, so an evil spirit has been let loose. That's what they're saying. So I am going to go. And I want to thank you all for coming on here. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. And thank you, moderators, for being on here. It's interesting. I like sharing things like this because it's spiritual in nature too, and it does affect our world because it has a direct impact on humans, whether it's emotionally, physically, or spiritually. It affects humanity. Have a wonderful afternoon.